So I've been lying to y'all. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, what's goody, what's poppin'? I'm Ash Raquel to be exact, and we're back with another video. So I've been lying to y'all, and I am so sorry, but this year I am going back to my roots of my YouTube channel and actually focusing on where I started, which was advice. And what better way to do this than start with this for the new year. Happy New Year, by the way. It's so much I want to talk about, so we're gonna dive into this today to see if you guys like it, to see if you like the feel of it, and if you want me to continue this segment or if you want me to drop it. So I have a whole bunch of stuff written down because I'm terrible at remembering like what I want to talk about for real. But this segment is literally going to be or today's video is going to be about what an influencer marketing coordinator looks for when we're scouting influencers. So that's why I said I've been lying to you, because I see the videos all the time of how to become an influencer, and those are great, but I want to give you tips on how to become an influencer and how to get scouted by influencer coordinators. I am a influencer marketing coordinator for a nonprofit. So I am sourcing influencers all day, literally all day. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips, tricks, and ideas on how you can better your content, how you can actually stand out and get selected for things like this. Now, granted, all of these are, let me put my phone on focus mode. Granted, all of these tips are my opinion 100% alone, but I'm pretty sure they work in majority of the industry that goes for influencer marketing coordinators, because we all do the same role just for different companies. An influencer marketing coordinator is somebody that's sole purpose is to find influencers for campaigns. A breakdown of this is people in my role are given a campaign, and we are given certain demographics, certain styles, certain vibes to find the right influencer. So that's demographic breakdowns, that's age, location, and things of that nature. So this video is gonna be 100% my ideas of how to navigate this and how to take advantage from somebody that's actually in the field sourcing you. And these tips, again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you truly want to join the team and if you actually want more videos like this, because I have so much I can give y'all information on. So enough of me rambling, let's jump right in. Very first tip that I can give somebody starting in influencing or starting in becoming an influencer is choose your niche. A niche is basically the category in which you will be creating your content around. So whether that's fitness, fashion, lifestyle, Amazon finds, tech, gaming, those are all different niches, aka different categories that you are broken down into when you're being sourced. So if a tech company is looking for a tech influencer, we're not going to, or they're not going to choose somebody in fashion, because the audience will not be as engaged. The goal is to narrow down your niche enough to where you're put in one of those categories. There's nothing wrong with doing multiple, but the smaller your niche is, the more you'll be selected, because your audience is targeted towards that niche. Nothing wrong with having multiple niches, that would be falling into the lifestyle category, but you want to narrow down your niche, because that is what gets that engagement and get your audience to be like, oh, she does this, I can always go to her for this, I can always look for him or her in this. So I hope this helps with that one. The second one is how I find you guys. So influencer marketing coordinators find you through platforms. There are different platforms that are made 100% for agencies. these are the ones that we're using to find you. How does this work? These are private companies. Now there are some that allow influencers to create accounts. I will link those in the description box below, that allow influencers to join them to be put onto the platform. However, all of these platforms already have influencers attached. Now the one that my job is affiliated with is called Grin. Grin is not open to the public. It is only for agencies. How this operates is there are roughly 2 million plus influencers within the database. It is a database full of influencer accounts. What we're looking for are people that are public accounts and they have valid emails in their bio. So that is how that's populated into a database. In that database is where we get to source and find you. Yes, you right there. That is how we find you. We find you through a database. If we're looking for a specific niche, if we're looking for a specific person within the demographic, location, concept, we're looking. So with your niche, boom, you're already in the system and we're gonna be able to find you. With your account being public and having a valid email address, you'll be selected. Again, this is a video 100% on how I find influencers, and hopefully these tips help you to spruce up your page so that you can get chosen, girl. One is what I look for when I'm scouting. So within this platform known as Grin, there are multiple filters that allow me to narrow down the smallest type of people, whether that be location, age, race, and, well, let me not say race, ethnicity, and what else? It also allows me to look for something, if you have a public account, a private account, and if you've had sponsored posts. So what I look for is based off of the campaign that I'm given. Typically, the recent campaigns have been looking for people more so in the minority group. So I'm looking for African Americans, Pacific Islanders, or Hawaiian-based people that are in certain locations. And when I say certain campaigns have certain demographics, they have certain locations that they're looking for. So if you're based in Houston, if you're based in LA, if you're based in New York, you will be sourced based off of your location. How you can use this to your advantage is by making sure that the photos that you post on your social media are location tagged, because a lot of the times if you have your location on showcasing the city that you're in, you're easier to be pulled and easier to be selected. Also, using the proper hashtags for that location, because I use hashtags like crazy to source influencers. This works for me, so I will use a hashtag for a certain city to find the people that I'm looking for. If you use that hashtag in your post, I can also find you. So you want to make sure that you have the proper location tag so you can get picked. There's been a lot of times where I have looked for somebody based in Atlanta, and they don't really tag that, so I can't decide that from their profile and I have to pass on them. So you want to make sure that you're not getting passed on. That is key. How does all of this relate to you and how you can fix your feed? Okay, so location, making sure your content is aligned with your feed. Your feed does not have to be aesthetically pleasing. The aesthetic concept has been gone for like 1.5 years now. Your feed has to be consistent. Your feed has to be flowing in the same pace. So if you're a fashion person, I want to see fashion content. That's how I find you. If you're a lifestyle person, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of your lifestyle, and merging them onto your feed makes for a good niche and a good pull. You want to make sure that you do not have bots following you and that you have not paid for your followers, because we can see that. We can see that and we can pass on you because of that. This ideology and the platforms that we use literally can do everything to where we don't have to do anything but source the influencers. So your goal is to make sure your followers are organic. You do not need 10 million followers to get selected for campaigns. The key is your engagement. If you have a really high engagement with your followers, that is going to be the reason that you're picked and the reason that you're pulled for these campaigns. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you're engaging with the audience that you do have. So even if you get comments, you want to respond back. You want to do like really smooth transitions to engaging, building that engagement up, because engagement trumps followers all day. All day, because we can see bots, we can see the actual engagement, we can see your likes. We can see your likes. So to think that you hiding your likes on Instagram is gonna work, we can see them. The platform allows for us to do that too. So it's no reason to hide anything. We can see it all. The key is being organic. Be yourself, because that is how you're gonna get pulled. That's how you're going to get noticed. And lastly, another tip that I would give is to make sure your quality of your content is influencer worthy, I should say. So make sure that your content is good quality. I don't select people that have content with filters on it. I do not like filtered content. I like organic, clean, crisp cut photos. That's always been what I liked. And pulling influencers, I want that content to be perfect for the campaigns, because you want to do really good. So you don't need the most expensive camera, you don't need the most expensive phone. You just need to make sure that the lighting is good and that you're not putting too much filter on your pictures. And that, I think, is it. I really just wanted to tell y'all how being an influencer marketer works and how we source for influencers to possibly help you grow your own platforms with the advice that I gave you. So keeping your location related to your page. So if you're based in Atlanta, using Atlanta hashtags, using Atlanta location. Make sure your niche is solidified. If you're fashion, you're fashion. If you're lifestyle, your lifestyle. Food, things of that nature. Make sure that your followers are legit and you're engaging with your audience. And yeah, girl, I think that's it. Hear from somebody that actually works in that field, and hear from somebody that actually scouts and sources, because people can tell you all day how to become an influencer, but they can't tell you what is looked for when influencer people or PR people are reaching out. Is to get noticed. That's the goal. The goal is to get noticed. The goal is to get selected from the campaigns. So this was the first video of my segment. Feel free to comment any questions that you have about being an influencer. And I will be sure to do another video in the future with the similar topics. I love my job. I love what I do. I love working in social media, and I think that being an influencer and also working in influencing is like the best thing in the world. I definitely would love to continue to help people and actually get you noticed within influencer marketing and giving you the little tea on what happens behind closed doors. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share it if you will, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.